Flames rose into the night sky as one of the greatest cities of the ancient world collapsed into chaos. In the summer of 64 AD, Rome burned for days, consuming homes, temples, and lives alike. Narrow streets turned into corridors of fire, while terrified citizens fled with whatever they could carry. Amid this destruction, a single image would echo through history: an emperor absorbed in music while his empire burned. That emperor was Nero. According to legend, as Rome was engulfed by flames, Nero stood apart from the suffering of his people, performing music instead of commanding relief. Though the instrument was not a fiddle in the modern sense, but a Roman lyre known as the kithara, the symbolism remained powerful. For later generations, Nero became the embodiment of tyranny, decadence, and detachment, an artist emperor more concerned with performance than responsibility. Yet history is rarely as simple as legend suggests. Ancient sources disagree on Nero's exact actions during the Great Fire. Some claim he was absent when the blaze began. Others accuse him of singing about the fall of Troy while watching Rome burn. What is certain, however, is that the fire transformed Nero's reputation forever. Whether he played music or not, the image endured because it captured a deeper truth about power, perception, and leadership. This article explores the origins of the famous phrase, "Nero fiddled while Rome burned," separating myth from historical evidence, and examining why this story, true or not, has survived for nearly 2,000 years as a warning about rulers who fail their people in moments of crisis. The fire began quietly, as most disasters do. In the summer of 64 AD, flames broke out among the tightly packed wooden buildings of Rome, spreading rapidly through narrow streets where wind and panic fed the blaze. Within hours, entire neighborhoods were engulfed. Temples collapsed, marketplaces vanished, and thousands of ordinary citizens watched helplessly as their city was reduced to ash. For 6 relentless days and nights, Rome burned. Out of this catastrophe emerged one of history's most enduring images, an emperor playing music while his capital was consumed by fire. That emperor was Nero, ruler of the Roman Empire at its height. According to legend, rather than rushing to command relief efforts or comfort his people, Nero chose to perform music, absorbed in art, while human suffering unfolded below him. Though the instrument described by ancient writers was not a modern fiddle but the Roman kithara, the phrase "fiddling while Rome burns" became a timeless symbol of indifference and failed leadership. The story spread quickly, carried by rumor, resentment, and political hostility. Nero was already unpopular among segments of the Roman elite. His passion for performance, singing, acting, and playing music in public was considered shameful for an emperor. To many Romans, the idea that he would respond to disaster with music felt not only believable, but inevitable. Whether he truly played as the city burned mattered less than how the story captured the public mood. Historical accounts, however, complicate the legend. The Roman historian Tacitus reports that Nero was not in Rome when the fire first erupted, and that upon returning, he organized relief efforts, opened public spaces to the homeless, and attempted to control food prices. Other sources, such as Suetonius and Cassius Dio, offer more hostile portrayals, claiming Nero watched the flames while singing of the fall of Troy. These conflicting narratives reveal as much about Roman politics as they do about Nero himself. What followed the fire ensured that suspicion would never leave Nero's name. Large portions of Rome were cleared and rebuilt, but at the heart of the reconstruction rose the Domus Aurea, Nero's vast and luxurious golden house. To many citizens, it appeared that their suffering had created the space for imperial extravagance. In the search for someone to blame, Nero accused the Christians, initiating one of the earliest and most brutal persecutions in Roman history. The image of the emperor with a lyre thus hardened into moral condemnation. Over time, the phrase "Nero fiddled while Rome burned" outgrew the man himself. It became a warning repeated across centuries, used to criticize leaders who ignore crises, prioritize vanity, or detach themselves from the lives of ordinary people. Whether Nero truly played music during the fire is still debated, but the power of the image lies in its symbolism rather than its accuracy. Rome's flames eventually died out, but the story survived. Not because it was proven true beyond doubt, but because it expressed a fear as old as civilization itself, that those in power may choose comfort, art, or self-interest, while the world around them burns.